Teaching oversight now is frankly more important than ever before. Oversight is one of the key roles of Congress and one of the key ways in which Congress does its job. And oversight allows students to see the way government can really affect them and make their lives better.
The Levin Center provides lesson plans and tools to teachers to hand the civic learning over to students, to give students the ownership of developing their own civic identity through civic action, through learning about the civic processes.
The two main things that our resources are kind of revolve around have two main structures. One of them are inquiry-based, so they are aligned with the Michigan C3 framework for college, career, and civic readiness. They follow the inquiry design model where students are struggling with difficult questions, using resources to help them ask and answer good questions.
These lessons use history standards to dive into examples of congressional oversight. We have lesson plans on the stock market crash of 1929, we have lesson plans on the jungle, we have lesson plans on enumerated and implied powers, and I could go on.
School doesn't really teach you the specifics, it only teaches you the overall generalization, executive, legislative, judicial. And so when I heard about ledge oversight, I thought it was similar to judicial because you were trying to find fault in someone. You were trying to pin the blame on one person or one thing. But with oversight, it's very different because you're not there to pin the blame on anyone or form any biases. You're here to solve the problem.
The other kind of version of resources that we have are in-class simulations, where students are role-playing either legislators or witnesses or members of the media and actually experiencing what a congressional oversight hearing looks and feels like and coming to their own conclusions about a problem in their community.
The oversight simulations are structured so that classroom teachers can create an oversight simulation within their high school classrooms. These are 3 to 4 day simulations where students are able to dive into a mock oversight occurrence.
But it's a behind the scenes peek into how government operates, into I would say, the accountability and oversight component of elected officials. And I think it's real relevant to students' lives.
I've been teaching over 20 some odd years. I know that the 21st century student, they don't want to hear the teacher lecture. They want to do something. They want to get up. They want to move. They want to feel like their opinion and their voice, that it matters, that it's important.
I noticed things just like how Congress is in charge, especially after social media, like the TikTok hearings and stuff. I'm able to just see how Congress questions people and just the solutions they might come up with as well.
So the portraits in oversight are something we're very proud of. They are an ever-growing collection of sort of exemplars in oversight history. Everything from Watergate to Vietnam to the conduct of the Civil War to McCarthyism.
And these resources are really helpful for teachers because they distill something that can become really, really complicated into a resource for teachers that is pretty succinct and that will allow for students to understand what happened in our country's history in an easy and quick way.
It's not just reading out of a textbook, and lecture and things like that. It's more learning by doing. It's called learning by hearings, but literally it's learning by hearings because you're involved in those hearings. And students like the hands-on approach to it.
And so you know when you're using Levin Center material that you're hitting the marks you need to hit as a teacher.
So all of our resources are available for free online on our website under the classroom resources for students and educators. And we're really happy to offer those all across the state.
Hi, I'm Jim Townsend, Director of the Carl Levin Center for Oversight and Democracy at Wayne State University Law School. Our educational resources are available to you at no cost through a partnership with the Michigan Department of Education and the state of Michigan. We hope to see you next time. Thank you.